welcome you to the south side of Chicago and right field. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the mound in this one, Grant Taylor. What should we keep an eye on here?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first three hitters.
Just about ready to roll. Here's George Springer.
Second baseman, number 4, George Springer.
And we're underway here on the south side of Chicago. Next offering misses. Ball 3. Big swing and a miss. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Left fielder, Jesus
Strike. South side of Chicago, just getting started here. First, and Springer's in there safely. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And 1-2.
That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 1 out man at first. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Quick throw to first. And Springer's in there safely.
Ball that's outside.
Strike 1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Springer on the run. Swing and a miss. Throw to second on a bounce. Safe. And it's second. And this one squirts away from the catcher. The throw to third, and he's got no chance. He's out.
That's really frustrating right there. Should have had plenty of time to move up safely with the ball getting away, but they still threw out the runner.
Here's a 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the first, and the starter for Toronto, Mason Fluharty. What do you have on him?
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Second baseman, number 10, Chase Mydroff.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Gets him to chase after that one.
That's out.
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for two. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
The 1-2. And it skips in the dirt. To the right side. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now Miguel Vargas.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. In the air, right field. Barger under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home.
On the tag,
and they
he's
get
out.
two. Double play. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Jordan Hicks takes over on the mound. He's making his fourth appearance of the season.
Leading off for Toronto, right fielder Addison Barger.
Ball! That pitch is out.
My draw. Fires over to first. And quickly one away in the second. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. First offering, and it just misses. Second inning here, no score. In the air to left center. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Foul ball there. 0-1. Backed off the plate that time. Hopped up. My drop. Under it. That's out number 2. Now at the plate, Kazuma Okamoto.
Kazuma Okamoto.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to the left. Vargas. Off balance throw in time. And the inning is over. Here on the south side. So up now for Chicago. Colson Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Ball.
The 1-0. Ripped, but it curls foul. Here's a 1-1. And the sweeper is in for a strike. Got him. One away.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, Austin Hayes.
A little
That's
bit
a
high.
ball.
And that is ball one. Fouled off down the right side. The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Just
Inside, ball
missed.
3.
Popped in the air, left field. Takes it in for the out. Benintendi to the plate.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Hey.
Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning,
for
and now for the
Toronto,
Jays,
third
Ernie
baseman,
Clement.
Ernie Clement.
Clement getting to start at the hot corner in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and his batting average this season is over .310. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, no strikes.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Now all even up. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
On the ground. Dives, but it takes off his glove.
He's
to
safe.
first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And the batter is George Springer. There's a strike.
Nope.
Swinging a
Foul
ground ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. 0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And
That ball's
one is foul, so we'll try it again. In there. Got him looking for the K. And that is a big first out. 2 aboard with 1 out. Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Struck out swinging his first time. Close,
Nope,
but
that's a
called
ball.
a ball. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Top of the third, no score.
Ball, that's out.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground.
That's a ball.
He missed a good one.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. Jackknife's out of the way.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The Jays looking to strike first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Three-two. Ground ball up the middle. Steps on the back for one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Now pitching for
Bottom
Toronto.
half of the third, and they bring in a new
16.
pitcher, Lazaro Estrada. This is his first appearance of the
And leading
season.
off for the White Sox, right fielder, Peter.
Hey!
That one
Ball.
close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
Ball, that's high.
There's a strike. Got him swinging.
Batting 8.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Edgar Carroll. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. And the 0-1. That one fouled off. This one in the air, center field. 2 away.
Batting 9. Center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
And that one fouled off. Close
That's a
one,
ball.
doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout.
Now pitching for the White
Welcome
Sox.
back, and now on the mound to
Number
start the
38.
4th, Chris Murphy. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Leading off
Vladimir
for the
Guerrero
White
Jr.
Sox,
now. He's
Vladimir
0 for 1.
Guerrero Jr.
Hey!
0-1 down. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder, Addison Barger.
That's out to center field. Acuna drops steps, heads back on it. And there's 2 down. So up next, Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Ball, down.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball.
Ball 2.
Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
2 down, nobody on. That
Ball
one misses. 3-2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. Back here on the south side, bottom four, Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox.
All one.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman, Munetaka Murakami.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Now one missed. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Got him swinging for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. So digging in, Miguel Vargas. That
outside,
that's
a ball.
And that's ball one. Foul ball. The 1-1.
Ball two.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Sanchez drifts towards it, and that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got him. One up, one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, their designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
And a swing and a miss.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can...
Ouch, that one got him.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Ernie
Go
Clement.
ahead, run on base. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Hit by a pitch his first time up. Hey. One away, tie game, go ahead run stands at first. And we're at the top of the fifth. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And that one is lifted in the air. Peters settles underneath it, brings it in. New pitcher for the White Sox, Brian Hudson. This is his third time out this year. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. The one gets a check swing. Appeal to third. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Ball
Ball.
one there. The other way. That's a base hit. Benintendi hustles to get it in. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Ball one.
2 on, 2 outs. In the air, right field. Peters on the move. And that's the 3rd out.
Now pitching for
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Tommy Nance.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
1-1 now. And a foul ball. And that one hammered. That was foul, and he'll see another.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. 1 away.
Up next for the White
And now it's
Sox.
Austin Hayes. Fly to left his first time. And that is out of play.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
That's outside.
A little bit
That's
low.
ball 2.
And the count now 2-0. Next offering is down low. And that drops in for a strike. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it is out of here. All muscle to center field. And the White Sox strike first. It's 1-0. So 2 down. Tristan Peters will hit next. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Yeah.
Just missed. Swings and misses. 1 and 2. That one missed. in the dirt, and the count's full.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Out towards right center field. Barger makes the grab on the run. Back at right field. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez.
Ball.
Here's a 1-1. Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's a ball.
Hudson, 28 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015.
That's ball two.
The Blue Jays down by a run, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Pitch misses
Ball
there.
three.
Ball three. And ball four there. Tying run is on base. Digging in, Addison Barger. In the air to left center. Acuna on the move to the alley. 2 away now.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there.
No, that's a foul ball.
The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Outside low. Now 1 and 2. Inside.
Boom, that got him. Take
He
it,
had
man.
him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ball.
That's too high.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 62.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Arrow.
Ball, that's in.
On the ground to short, Jimenez. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's 0 for 1. And that one is in for a strike. Swings through that.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And that one upstairs, ball one. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman, Chase Mydroff.
Hey!
Outside low, ball one. In the air, left field, Sanchez moving under it, and that ends the inning. We go to the top of the seventh. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
That's a
Plate
ball.
umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball inside.
That one is upstairs. That's in there. They're now 3-1. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Swings through that one. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So now with one away and a man at second. And the batter will be the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. He's 2 for 2.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Throw to third, and he's out easily.
I appreciate wanting to move up there, but that ball didn't get very far away. And getting thrown out as a result, sometimes you can be too aggressive on the bases.
Inside, ball two.
That
Ball
one
three.
misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And the
Ball four.
tying
Take
run
your base.
is on base.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Pure base runner.
second baseman,
New arm out of the
George
bullpen,
Brett.
Lucas
Now pitching
Sims.
for the White
These are
Sox.
the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. In this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do
Ball
that,
one.
keep the line moving. Go walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
That
Hey!
one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Quick move to first, and he's back in on a dive. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And they jump in front in the seventh. It's 2-1. So 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Outside. Ball 1.
Aye.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back there. And gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-1. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. That's the inning. Here on the south side, so up now for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. The 1-0. And a swing and a miss.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Hey,
that one's in there, and it's 1-2. Got him swinging. Now 1 away.
Next for the White Sox, third baseman Miguel.
Foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
ball.
The Jays up by 2 near the bottom of the 7th. That one almost got him.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. Two down, nobody on.
Nope,
And that's
outside.
3-1 now. Nice grab. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Now pitching for the
So they turn to their closer, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And
Foul,
that's a foul ball.
foul.
The 0-1. Right side. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk.
Hey.
That's a little
Nope.
high. Ball 1. Fought off foul. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Ball. Ball, that's out.
There's a swing and a miss. Strike two. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Brendan Little. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Designated hitter,
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
The 1-1. To the left side, but it is well foul. The 1-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
up next for the White Sox, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch swinging. Tying run at the plate. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw quickly into third. They're at the corners now to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Making the move at first. Here's the White Sox pinch runner, Derek Hill, getting some more speed on the bases.
Ball, that's down.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Pitch in the dirt, ball two.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on, probably a challenge pitch coming.
Check swing, went around. Now 2 balls and a strike. On the ground, a second, might be 2. To Jimenez.
Yes, you're out.
They get the out, but the run
You're out.
scores on the twin killer.
Hey.
Out front, rip foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one misses. And the count 1 and 2. And that's downstairs and outside. That just misses. Full count now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Everson Pereira into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know.
The designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Close, but call the ball. And that's ball one. Catcher challenge will take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Looked like it was a little bit up. In the air, right field, Pereira on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue
Not looking
Jays,
like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Ball, that's too high.
That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike one.
Yep, that ball went out.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Inside,
that's in.
just missed. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball line to center. And that is that. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season.
For the White Sox, center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible.
Ball one.
Look for him to throw it again at some point.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. So the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now. One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the White Sox, second baseman, Dave Mygron.
There's a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
That's towards center. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman, Munetaka Murakami.
Swings through that.
Tried to stay back for something off speed. Good job of elevating that 97-mile-per-hour fastball up and out of the zone.
That's a ball.
The Blue Jays trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Hoffman is just one strike away.
Nope,
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton, the next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. On the hill for the White Sox, Grant Taylor. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, Boog, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
Just about to get started. Here's George Springer to start it off. And away we go this afternoon. Foul ball there. Here's the 0-2. It goes down looking.
Batter second, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Hey!
And now the 0-1. Fouled off left side. The 1-2. And there's the ball.
Ball 2.
High fly ball, right field. Peters under this one. 2 down. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Slice to right, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start, Mason Fluharty. What's the scouting report on him?
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Second baseman, number 10, Chase Mydroff.
That one's in there. 0-1. Mydroff wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they still got both their challenges.
Ball 2. Ball 3.
I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Batting second, first baseman, Munetaka Murakami.
Ball 1.
The lefty, the 1-0. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swing and a miss. This one in the air, center field. Varsho under it. He makes the grab. One out, man at first. Down the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That
ball
one outside. Yeah, that's ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That's ball 2.
Swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. New inning getting started. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Addison Barger.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball is down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching him.
He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And a quick out, number 1. Line to left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Hit in the air, center field. Acuna settles under this one. Out, number 2. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Aye.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. No score here in the second.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Look out.
That hit him.
And
First
it hit him.
base.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. Here goes the runner. Pitch
Ball
misses.
two.
Safe at
Safe.
second with a stolen base. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Ripped on a line to center. He's got it, and that is that. Back here on the south side, bottom of the second, Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Ah, that hit him.
Time, that got him.
And the
First
leadoff
base.
man is aboard to start the inning.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Can't make contact with the sweeper. Snap ball throw to first.
He's safe.
Hayes back on a dive. The 0-1. That one
0-1.
ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Nope.
Hayes aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging.
Batting seventh, right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Tristan Peters. Man at first, one away. Strike 2. And ball 1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting eighth, catcher, Edgar Arrow.
Ball 1
Ball
there.
1.
And the 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1. Fouled off. He was late. The 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now pitching for the
We're
White
back to
Sox.
start the third, and there's a new
Number
arm on the mound,
44.
Jordan Hicks.
Jordan
Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game.
Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement leading things off and takes a strike. Right through there for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball.
And that one hammered carrying well. And it is gone. A solo shot. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That missed inside. Ball 1. Up the middle. And a base hit. And a man aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second base.
Here's George Springer. Struck out looking his first time. There's one. Relay to first. Double play.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, ningún.
That's too
Ball,
low.
that's low.
And it's 1-0.
Ball. Hey!
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
That's
and that's outside. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it.
And he boots it. Still manages a throw.
He's good.
And save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Everything came together for him. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Guerrero stands in now and watches strike 1. Sanchez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Just missed. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center
That's a
field,
ball.
you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Comes the 2-2. That's a
That's
ball.
ball 3.
Tried to attack with a sweeper.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Out to short. Over to first. And Guerrero is set down. That's the 3rd out. Inning over.
Now pitching for
Bottom
Toronto.
half of the 3rd, and they bring in a new pitcher, Lazaro Estrada.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
In the air, left side. Sanchez gets under it. Takes it in for the out. Here's the second baseman, Chase Maidra. Led off the bottom of the first with a walk. Estrada measures 5 feet 10 inches, 26 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Almost
Ball
got
3.
him.
Yeah!
Hit in the air, left field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman, Munetaka Murakami.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Two down, nobody on. And that's
Ball.
counted away. struck him out swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Start of the 4th, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Addison Barger. Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Late swing, foul to the left. And now 1 and 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And that's
ball.
downstairs.
Damn.
And that's ball 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. In the air, left field. And that'll get down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside, gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
The 1-0. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Next for the Blue Jays.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. He was plunked in his first trip to the plate.
Hey!
The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Swings through that one out in front that time. And there's
That's
the ball.
ball 2.
That's a really good take.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. My job. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that is a big first out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
Late swing, fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And that one almost hit him.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
2 on, 1 out. Outside low, and the count is 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one off the mark. 3 and 2 down.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
New pitcher on now, Chris Murphy.
now pitching for the White Sox, number 38.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Murphy.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Off the plate, ball 1.
First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Benintendi turns to the right on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. bottom of the fourth, so up now for Chicago, Miguel Vargas.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And the tying run is on base.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's your one. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
1-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the White Sox.
One out man at first. And next is the designated hitter, Austin Hayes. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Ball one.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Ball.
First, and he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
That is the inning. We go to the top of the fifth, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. 2-2 now. And a payoff pitch. Got him. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman George Springer.
This one popped up. My drop. Settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Jesus Sanchez. 1 for 2. Pitch is in for a strike, and 1-1.
He's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout, and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
2 down, nobody on. We're at the top of the 5th. Got him. That's out number 3.
Now pitching for
Tommy
Toronto.
Nance
Number
gets the call from the
45.
pen.
Tommy
Still a
Nance.
lot of game left, and this game could go either way.
And
So
leading off
this is
with
a
a
big
white
opportunity for him to
right
get some
fielder,
important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the White Sox.
The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Edgar Carroll struck out swinging his first time. That one way inside. Hit on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick
For
outs.
the White Sox. Center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
Nope. Ball 1.
That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Lined, and that's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch.
Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with a stolen base. And it's second. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Ripped to short. And that will end the inning. Back at right field. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one fouled off.
What do you
Started
got?
to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing.
Ball 2.
The next
Whoa,
offering
that
misses.
counts.
3 balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. That one misses.
Nope, that's
So
ball
a
4.
leadoff walk.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder, Addison Barton.
In there at the knees. Strike one.
Ball
This is inside. Swings through that. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. K is his third of the game. One out man at first. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk.
Yeah, the bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
The 0-1. That one almost got him. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Swing and he popped it up. That one is foul, and he'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Just missed the inside corner. 2-2. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Ball got him right there.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder, comparte.
Pitch misses. Ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're the top half of the sixth. Outside.
Nope. Outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one missed. And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated.
Next is the designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Golden opportunity right here. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. Strike one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and
Outside,
hit it to the
that's the ball.
outfield.
Guerrero on third. Kirk on second. Varsho over at first with one away. In the air to left center. Acuna gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Vladdy comes in to score. And they lead by 2. Now on the bump, Ryan Hudson.
Hey! Inside, ball one.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a pop-up. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Here on the south side, bottom of the 6th inning, Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know,
Oh,
these
one.
White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
For the White Sox, third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Ball one.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Ball, that's off the plate.
On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, number 62.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Montgomery in the box again. Takes a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Sends it to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Back here on the south side. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Ball, that's inside.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Here's a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, George Springer.
Aye.
Strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 can give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the White Sox DH, Austin Hayes. The 1-0.
Right now, behind the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
That
Ball,
misses
that's
off
out.
the outside edge.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But too many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Just missed. Swing and a miss, strike one. Fouled off. He was late.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The tying run at the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. That one missed.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit. Just
Ball,
misses.
that's out.
And the count's full.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the
Tristan
White Sox.
Peters steps to the plate for the White Sox.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate.
Hey!
2-2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Up next for the White Sox.
New pitcher on here, Brendan Little.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Ball, that's low.
The White Sox with the tying run at the plate near the bottom of the seventh. And a 1-1.
That's ball two.
Step off, throw to first.
Stay.
And he dives back in safely. Swings through that one. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back at right field for the top of the eighth. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And another
That's ball
ball.
two.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That clips the corner. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Stays alive. The 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one
That's ball
missed.
three.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder Addison Barber.
And there's a foul ball. 0-1. This one in the air center field. Acuna has a beat on it. Makes the grab. One out man at first. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And a swing and a miss. That one almost got him.
Oh, that's upstairs.
2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Lucas Sims on a pitch out of the pen here. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Oh, that's out.
Way inside.
Ball 3.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there, and as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
That one finds the zone. Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. The kick, the 3-2. Slow roller to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Here on the south side, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
For the White Sox, second baseman, Chase Mygroff.
That one misses. Ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Late swing fouled off.
Ball 2.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that one's a little bit low. 3-1. Right there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 3-2. That's to third. Clement slings to first in time. And now Munetaka Murakami. 0 for 3 in this one. Hey! 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
1-2 here. Got him. Inning over. Back here on the south side. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Kazuma Okamoto. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Right there for a strike. Sims, a 6'2" righty, 215 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Oh, and he hit him.
He got hit. First base.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Andres.
First and second, no outs. Here's Andres Jimenez.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. A 3-run homer, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip.
Now pitching for the
So the
White Sox.
closer summoned from the bullpen, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it. But he's got to find a way, because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here at the top of the 9th. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And that's a foul ball. This is outside.
That ball went out.
Ball 3. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Now one
Ball
missed. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first.
No, he's safe.
Too late, and the runner is safe. And the misplay costs him.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Strike two.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And down on strikes. 2 out. Now here is Addison Barger. Sanchez off of first with 2 away. That's off the inside corner. And now it's even 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. It's a 1-2. And
No
that's
bets off the
outside.
plate. Ball 2.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Coming home. The relay to the plate. There's the tag. They get it. And that's the inning. But the White Sox get 1 on a homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Tyler Rogers.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Slider for a strike. That's in there. That is strike 2. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Kirk to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Next to hit, Colson Montgomery. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. There's a strike. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. Center field. Varsho under it. 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter, Austin Hayes.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Sliced hard but foul. The Jays leading by 5. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.